Thank you. Still on this morning on ITV, and a quick one as we look at alternative dispute resolutions and its relevance and resolving issues as regards uh, the society. And joining me to quickly look at this is the Director, ADR, Ministry of Justice, Barrister Melody Omosa. Big thanks for coming.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
And next to Melody Omosa is Osarieme Asikoko, also a legal practitioner. Good to see you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's get to you, Barrister Melody, and let's look at alternative dispute resolutions, otherwise known as ADR. What's the relevance?
Thank you very much. Following the reforms introduced in the judicial sector, the need to fast-track matters that come to court, matters that are litigated, and we know that a common maxim in law is that justice delayed is justice denied. And because of the way matters are conducted over time, you could have matters spanning up to 4 or 5 years in the first instance at the court of trial. When such matters have to go on appeal, even up to the apex court, the Supreme Court, sometimes a matter can be litigated for up to 15, 20 years, and so much so that the original parties to a dispute can even leave it on for their children to inherit. We have seen that happen very repeatedly. And at the advent of this democracy, steps were taken to reform and fast-track the way matters are conducted in court. The issues of front-loading for civil matters and all of that came over. And also the administration of the Criminal Justice Act was enacted in 2015 at the center, and in 2018 the Edo State also enacted its own administration of criminal justice law, all in a bid to fast-track the way matters are conducted in court. But one of such that has come to fore and bringing succor to Nigerians and Edo residents is the alternative dispute resolution. That is to say, instead of litigating on a matter, you could sort other avenues where such matters can be attended to, albeit expeditiously, so that the meat of the matter is not lost by virtue of delay, sometimes due to no fault of anyone. It's just the nature of the matter. Alternative dispute resolution is that there are certain matters that are best attended to, either through mediation, arbitration, where parties are invited and are made to sit face to face, and with the trained of facilitators here called mediators, they are able to look at those matters, dispense with them quickly, and resolve it amicably in such a way that parties go home satisfied. And it helps the court docket, it helps to decongest the court docket and leave the very more serious matters for the court. Opinions are that issues of contract, commercial disputes, and all of it should not be matters that should even go to court, as of course it should be sent to the alternative dispute resolution. And that's why in the Edo State Ministry of Justice there is a department dedicated for looking into such matter, albeit serving as alternative to litigation. It is called the Citizens Mediation Center, where Edo people, residents or citizens of Edo, can walk in, bring that matter that ordinarily should go to court, matter that are contractual or tortious, civil matters generally, bring it, and trained mediators and lawyers of the Citizens Mediation Center in the Ministry of Justice will look into such matters with a bid to guiding parties to providing solutions that work best for them.
Thank you, Melody. You spoke well on that. But I was to ask about the benefits of ADR, but you said some of them anyways. But let's get to Osarime Asikoko. What do you see as the decisions of the ADR, if they are enforceable? Because again, one thing in mind is that, well, some persons may think that maybe the decisions may not be enforceable? Because it's one thing to give a judgment, it's another to enforce. Are they enforceable?
Very much so. Thank you very much for that question. So for mediation, what we do is that is a party-centered process whereby what we do as certified mediators is to assist parties to reach an amicable settlement. So when parties reach an amicable settlement, they have agreements which is settled down into writing and put in a document that we refer to as terms of settlement. These terms of settlement contains the agreement between both parties on what they have decided to do going forward after the dispute has been amicably settled. So that terms of settlement is not just any agreement, it's an agreement that we take to court, and court can adopt that agreement as consent judgment. You see the way we have judgment in court and parties are bound by that judgment. That is exactly the same force that is given to a consent judgment. It's binding between both parties. It's something that both of them have agreed on, and they said that they are not going to go against it. If eventually they go against any term of this consent judgment, it is enforceable between those parties.
Beautiful.
Very much so. Thank you.
Beautiful. And I think this is a beautiful opportunity seized by the Citizens Mediation Center on alternative dispute resolution to decongest what we have, in our courts. Now, back to you, Melody. Let's see what constraints exist, in the ADRO, and how can these constraints be tackled? Do you see any constraints?
Okay, first, let me just highlight a few advantages of the ADRO mechanism as a way of resolving dispute.
Okay.
To be one of them, quick dispensation of justice. The process is handled expeditiously. It doesn't delay. Sometimes we have clients come in, and in a sitting, that matter is resolved. We have had matters referred to us that have lingered in court endlessly and were resolved in a few sittings. Okay, so quick dispensation of justice, and that it's what we want to describe as a win-win situation, because, like my colleague said, the settlement is, the process is party-driven, and okay, parties agree on solutions that work best for them rather than have it imposed. Okay, so it's like a negotiated settlement between parties, and when that happens, the rate of abiding by such decision which you voluntarily entered becomes very high.
Okay.
So these are some of the advantages.
Okay.
As to the constraint, well, we have trained mediators. Part of what we see for now is that not many persons are aware as to the existence of the Citizens Mediation Center within the confines of the Ministry of Justice. Because how Ministry of Justice traditionally is perceived is that it's a department of government that handles government matters solely. But the Citizens Mediation Center is there for the people. And another advantage of it is very cost effective, in that parties do not pay. The services are free. You do not need the service of a lawyer to be able to use the Citizens Mediation Center.
Beautiful. Well, just one question for both of you in 30 seconds each. How can the people access the Citizens Mediation Center? As it goes, Okay,
so go first.
Okay, thank you very much for that question. So Citizens Mediation Center is a department in the Edo State Ministry of Justice.
Okay.
You can easily access our services by approaching the department. Our department is located in the Civil Service Secretariat, located at Sapler Road.
Okay.
We are in Block C on the 5th floor. You can approach our center on your own. You don't need to go through the hassle of writing letters. Just approach our center, and we'll take it up from there. You can also call our dedicated lines that will be available for us.
Okay, let's get to final remarks on that, Barrister Melody.
Yes, thank you very much. You said it's at the State Secretariat, Block C, on Sapler Road. Coming from Ring Road, it's immediately after the High Court, and if you're coming from down Sapler Road, it's just after the Mega Station on the same side. And the phone numbers are 091 618 09161805554. I take that again. 09161080054. And so we look forward to attending to matters that come, all in the bid to ensuring that there's communality and there's a peaceful coexistence among people of Edo State.
Thank you very much, Barrister Melody, and big thanks to you also, Sarimia Asikoko of the Citizens Mediation Center Alternative Dispute Resolution. Of course, Barrister Melody Yamosa is the director of the ADRO Ministry of Justice. This is what we call it a wrap.